Here we are with Mr. Worden. Mr. Worden, looks like you're getting ready to go.
That's
Your
so
first
true.
day.
We're here.
Let me ask you, can we come out to the farm and take a look around?
Absolutely.
Will you show us what's growing and how
Come
things
on
get
out.
started?
Come on out, Phil. We'll put you to work. Put you in some boots, some real shoes.
Well, you know what? I'm
Get a
going to
little
strap
bit
on the
dirty.
boots and we'll be out there.
Absolutely. Thanks,
Thanks.
Phil.
Okay, folks, get ready for another great manager's field trip to Worden's farm. We're going to talk to Chris and Eva, actually at the earliest stage of when they start growing. So you're going to learn all about it from the beginning to when things start growing. Hi, Chris and Eva.
Hey,
Good to see you.
How you doing? How you doing?
Mrs.
to
Worden,
see
good to
you.
see you. Wow, this is how it all starts.
That's right. Yeah, we're starting out some squash seeds today for actually our third planting of squash.
Well, you know, everybody's excited to get you back.
Yes.
Can't wait to get back. It's going to be great.
Well, everybody wants you.
Well, and we're super excited about the new location too, in front of the
Yep,
State
that's
Street
going to be
garage.
good, right in front of the garage.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'll be
Plenty of
great.
And
room.
you're going to have more space, and we've got some signage going, and we're going to get people over there.
Great. You know, the squash that we're going to be bringing to market as one of our first crops is grown here at the farm, and we started just like this with these seeds. And we plant into trays like this with an organic potting mix, and it's a long process from seed to harvest.
Let me do a couple,
Yeah, go for it.
and I'll work on this
You
side.
can do it.
So that
And
you
then
just set them on top?
you set them on top, and then we'll be putting some potting mix on the top
I see.
once they're all in there. And then once we get the tray full, we just go ahead and sprinkle some potting mix on top. We call this topping it off.
I see. All right, so once you get it planted in those
Trays, yeah.
trays, then they come into here. Tell us about some of the things you have started that are going in here.
Well, this greenhouse has a lot of our baby greens, like our lettuces and kales, and even like the broccoli and cabbage. It has, there's some dill scattered around. You see, it's very diverse. There's small plantings and different things, and it's all for the market. That's what we're geared towards.
So once you get things in here and they start growing, you get them on a tractor and a trailer, and you bring them out and you plant them.
Yeah, a little cart. You put them on carts
on the
and
cart
wheel
and
them
off
out to
you
the
go.
field. Yeah, so the plastic structure protects it from the rain. We have a lot of rain this time of the year, and it'll wash out the little baby plants, and they don't like that harsh rain condition. So it just gives us. It's not really for warmth. It's more just for rain protection.
Wow, what do we
So
got here, Chris?
these are the squash plants. After about from the seed to a transplant, and these are about 4 weeks old. So they're ready to go to the field. Right there, you can see the roots, and
Oh yeah.
they're like little packages ready to go.
So how long will it be before something like this comes into, you can harvest something off it?
It'll be about 45, 55 days before you get your first
That's
fruit.
not that long.
Yeah, squash are relatively quick.
So here we are from seedlings to getting the plant started to planting. Looks like you got some planting going on already.
We do. These squash that we looked at in the greenhouse, we're planting today. We planted, there's 2, 4, 5 beds of squash planted right here. This is a green squash, zucchini. And then we basically just make a hole and put the plant in and seal it in a little bit. And then sometimes we have to lightly water them in, but we've been getting consistent rains, so they're well watered.
So the plastic keeps the weeds out, correct? Or some other things?
The
or-
plastic mulch is a very thin plastic. It has many functions. One, the white actually cools the soil a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It also acts as a raincoat in this time of the year. It kind of sheds the water off, protects the plant, and it does suppress the weeds, keeps the weeds down. And then when it gets dry and we start pumping water, when we irrigate, we use drip irrigation, which is highly efficient. And the combination of the drip irrigation with the plastic creates an environment where you really conserve water. You don't have water loss to the sun. The
So
water.
it retains the moisture when it's.
Yeah, it keeps the moisture from wicking away from the plant.
Chris, tell us about the tractor here. This looks like how you put down the plastic.
That's right. This machine is our bedder and plastic layer combination. It actually forms the bed, raised bed, so you're not flat to the ground, so a little bit better drainage. And it lays out the plastic mulch, which comes in rolls. And then at the same time, it lays the drip tape. So it's
I see that drip tape.
rolls of drip tape. Now this tape has very small holes every 8 inches, and it emits, it's a very low flow type of irrigation system. So it all comes out and gets pressed down, sides get firmed in, and you're ready to go. So here we are in a zucchini area that's ready to pick. We've been picking here for about 4 or 5 days. And Phil, there's actually one right here that's,
Really?
that's
Oh yeah,
ready to
here's
go.
one here. Wow, so you gave me my instructions, I cut it off.
Yep, right there. Yep,
Look at that.
perfect. You can clean off the stem end,
Okay.
and not the stem, but the flower end.
Wow, how's
Perfect.
that?
That's pretty.
That's ready to go.
That is
Good. Bring that one on Saturday.
very good.
The squash blossoms are a wonderful part of Italian cuisine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so you can saute them with breadcrumbs and garlic, or you can stuff them like maybe with an herbs, goat cheese, and
I'm
then
sure my
broil
ancestors
them.
over at Avellino.
Yes, no
Ate
doubt,
that.
no doubt. They're delicious, delicate squash flavor. Really nice.
What else do we have growing out here? It looks like quite a lot of squash. Looks like quite a bit of stuff out here, Wardens.
That's true. I mean, we have cucumbers that we're picking right now, and the other types of squash like patty pan and the yellow summer squash. Here's a bed of lettuce.
Yeah, I see some lettuce coming up
Yeah, we
here.
kind of mix it up. Gives a little diversity to break up pest cycles. And so yeah, some red leaf and romaine and some green leaf lettuce in this one bed. That bed is probably 4 to 6 weeks away from harvest. It'll put a lot of biomass on once it gets established, so it's coming.
Wow,
and
we're
then
not far away.
No. So this section from here over is our winter squash planting. We're actually trying out 6 other squashes this year, hard squash. In the past, we would do butternut and a few acorns and some Hubbard type. So we're actually expanding that, doing some experimentation with different types of heirloom hard squash, the winter squashes.
Probably been busy all summer because there is prep during the summer, correct? For getting ready for planting.
There is. We spend a lot of time planning out the.
What about the
crop.
cover crops? Because I know
the
that.
cover crops.
'cause you
The
taught
cover
me
crops.
that.
The cover crops are. It's a different feel when you're here in the summer. The cover crops we use are legumes and a type of grass, an annual type of grass, and it can be 6, 8 feet tall. And we plant the whole farm, so it stabilizes the soil, enriches the soil. Just creates a different environment here.
So it's good to grow something else in the soil before
Absolutely,
you plant
it's part
again.
of crop rotation, breaks up pest and disease cycles, and just overall improves the soil. And we do that every year.
What do you got there, Mr. Worden? Looks like a grasshopper.
Well, it's a type of grasshopper. It's a lover. It's a major pest in these crops, but I mean, we have one I found here. But, not a big deal.
Wow, so here's the end result after always a nice education when we come to Wardens. So now we see, from seed to planting to here we go.
The harvest.
The harvest.
Yeah, these patty pan squash, they are a summer squash. They're just like the zucchini or yellow squash. And even though they kind of look like acorn squash, they're not hard. You slice right through them, and you can cook them alongside and with the yellow squash and the zucchini.
Yeah, the
It's delicious.
zucchini.
Wow.
Yeah, these were picked this morning.
Yeah.
Picked this morning, and we'll have them at the market.
So let me just tell you, the community, the vendors, and everybody's excited that you're coming back, this weekend. And I can't say anything more about every time we come to Wordens, and what a pride possession we have at the Sarasota Farmers Market. So again, thank you both very much and all you do for us, and until next time for another Farmers Market Manager's Field Trip.